Sometimes yesterday can seem a million years away, and I'll forget exactly what to say when asked about my past. Time is my enemy.
Hello, this is Rick Phelps. It is, I don't know what it is, February 23rd. Excuse me, I'm a few days off here. I haven't done a video, I don't think, since last Friday. Phyllis June was sicker than a dog all weekend long, and I was nursing her back to health, and I had a bad day in between there. But then we did Monday. We did that radio interview, and the response I've gotten from that's just been overwhelming here locally, and from all the people on Memory People and other people that I have on my regular Facebook website. People starting to get it. I think they're starting to pay a little bit more attention to this disease, which I couldn't be happier about. I had a call, yesterday from a lady, I don't remember her name, but the Alzheimer's Association called, and they want me to go to a March 23rd, I think it is, or maybe March 29th. Oh, I got it wrote down, March 29th. Excuse me, over in Columbus. It's an all-day meetings about Alzheimer's, and they want me to speak at this luncheon, or I'm not sure what they call it, but I'm looking forward to that. It was funny when she called. I thought it was a reminder of our Alzheimer's group meeting that's tomorrow night, and here it was something totally different, and kind of threw me off guard. And she said, "Would you be interested in speaking at this? We don't know how you feel about that." And I said, "Listen, you could know how I am." I said, "Listen, I'll talk to anybody that'll listen to me. You know, that's the deal. I've been trying to get this awareness out, just like everybody else has on Memory People." And I told her about our site and everything, and she knew about that. And I said, "That's the deal with every one of us on there. We support each other, and it's all about awareness." So I'm going to go over there March 29th to Columbus, and that'll be a good thing. I'll get to be able to talk to a bunch of people and tell them what we're doing here on Memory People, and maybe get a lot more, excuse me, get a lot more people signed up. And also I want to tell you, if you haven't noticed, there was a gentleman that joined our group, and I apologize, you know how it is, I can't remember his name. It's Michael. I just can't remember his last name. I think it starts with a V. But anyway, this gentleman has a website called Memory Bridge, and I found it on the internet, and it's an excellent site also. So I did a small forum thing there, and talked about my disease and EOAD and what's going on with me, and then also, of course, I plugged Memory People, and sure enough, about maybe, I don't know, 2 days later, he contacted me and emailed me, and he wanted to do a phone call. He wanted to talk to me over the phone. Well, it was just bad timing because of Phyllis June was sicker than a dog, and things were going on. So I told him if he could call me Monday evening after 6 when she's here. But he was leaving town for several days. But when he gets back, we're gonna get together, and we're gonna kind of join forces, Memory People and Memory Bridge, and this is going to be a good thing. This is going to bring a lot more awareness. The people that's on that site is going to be able to be on our site, and we're going to be able to be on their site. It's going to be a good partnership. I'm thinking. I'm sure that's what he has in mind. I'm hoping it is. We haven't talked on the phone yet, and I don't want to speak out of turn, but I'm sure that's what it's going to be. We're going to do some sort of a partnership in awareness here, and of course that's what it's all about. So that's a good thing. And I had to get down this morning. I had to take my Jeep down this morning. There was a recall on it, something about the brake lines or something. And man, that was a trip and a half. You know how it is when you got this disease. I didn't want to go down there, and I knew I wouldn't know anybody. And they asked me a bunch of questions. That, first of all, before I was diagnosed with EOAD, I'm no mechanic. I never was. I never pretend to be. some people think they're mechanics, some people are backyard mechanics. Well, I'm nothing like that. I don't know anything about vehicles, and that's just the deal. Well, they asked me a bunch of questions, and I thought to myself, it'd be so nice to have one of them cards that we talked about on Alzheimer's.org to be able to hand to them and say, hello, I'm memory impaired, and don't ask me a bunch of questions. So I'm really leaning towards looking these cards up and maybe getting some of them for situations like that when I'm by myself. And it was very stressful trying to get through that. And all it was just having my vehicle looked at and the brakes checked or whatever they did. But they asked me, I don't know, 4 or 5 questions, and all the time I was on my way down there, I was worried about that, and I knew that was going to happen, and it did. So, but I explained to them the situation, and we got through it, and they was real professional with me, and I appreciated that. But it put me in an embarrassing situation, and I tell everybody, don't be embarrassed by this disease, and because it's a sickness, you can't be helped. And I guess it's not the fact that I was embarrassed, it's just when I have to go, when people like us that has this disease are put in situations like that, it triggers something inside of you, inside of your mind, and things start to roll downhill from there. And it was for something that should have been nothing more than a half-hour ordeal at a service station or a Chrysler Jeep, dealership. Man, it took its toll on me, and I don't want to have to do that again. So that's why I cannot stress enough that the job that caregivers do, just like my wife Phyllis June. I mean, if she'd have been there, or my daughter Tia, or somebody had been with me, things would have been fine. But I was by myself, and it wasn't the end of the world. But I just don't think I need to go through things like that. It puts undue stress on me. And stress is one of the things you're supposed to stay away from, and something as simple as just having your vehicle checked should be easy, but it's not when you have this condition. So I really am going to look into them cards. I'm thinking more now that it might be nice to maybe have a dozen or so of them to give out when you're in situations like that, even locally, let alone if you're out of town. Just hand them a card and say, I'm not sure what the card says. I'm going to have to look that up on, I think they're on Alzheimer's.org, that website, I think is what somebody said on Memory People. But you might want to think about that. I know I'm going to. I'm going to look at them cards, and I might get some of them just because it's much better to hand somebody a card and let them read it than have to explain the unexplainable. How hard it is to explain this disease to people, and when you forget a lot of stuff anyway. So, all right, well, it's going to be a short video, and I surely hope it works. I'm going to get a new computer here in maybe a couple weeks. My PERS check will be in from the county from my retirement and stuff, and I told Phyllis I don't want to, we're going to, invest that, but I'm going to have to get a new computer because this one's on its last leg. So I can't wait till that happens, because this is an aggravation. I do these videos, and then it only records 2 or 3 minutes of it instead of the full video. So sometimes I have to do them 3 or 4 times. Hopefully this isn't one. So have a good day. Like I said, it's Wednesday the 23rd, and I'll quit slacking off. I'll get these videos going. I'll do another one tomorrow. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. See you.